Hey guys, we're back with another video. I'm Dershawn.
I'm Christopher.
Today we're going to be talking about...
El hombre.
What?
The man.
What does that have... You're okay. Well, today we're going to be talking about episode 5 and 6 of Wandavision. Where do you want to start?
You have to start. Because again, I don't understand this show. It's very confusing. You have to pay close attention and you have to know the characters. You can't just jump out of nowhere and watch this show. You have to know sort of the background and a lot of the characters and things that happened previously. So he's going to take control and I will ask questions as the dumb person. Continue, sir.
Okay. Spoilers ahead for anyone wondering. So if you...
We're like 2 weeks late. It's no spoilers.
Well, people... Okay, whatever. So in episode 5, we see Billy and Tommy starting to grow up. They get a dog.
Billy and Tommy are who?
Billy and Tommy are Wanda and Vision's son. Tommy is the one who has later on gets fast powers, and Billy is the one who usually later on gets
super speed.
Yeah.
Like Quicksilver.
Yeah, Tommy's that one, and Billy gets like telekinesis power, mind control. He basically gets Wanda's powers.
So both the kids got both their powers from Wanda's side of the family and nothing from Vision.
Well, Vision has super speed.
That's Quicksilver's, not Vision's.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. But yeah. So they just, later on they turn to 10 when they want to get a dog. And
so this, you're recapping which episodes?
5 and 6.
Okay.
And then the commercial in episode 5 is like Hydra soap. So it's interesting because that's from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What's his name? Coulson talks about it, where it can like mind control people if they use it. So that's...
And that has nothing to do with Red Skull and all them?
Well, I don't really know because it is Hydra soap, but it probably doesn't really have to do with... It might, but I don't know, personally.
Okay.
Later on, Vision starts to look around. He grabs Norm's head and just like takes him out of the mind control by Wanda, and he just keeps
Norm is who?
Norm is the co-worker.
Like the Arabian one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when he took him out of that trance, and then he was like freaking
he said
out.
he was in pain and he's hurting and Wanda won't let them.
Yeah. That's when he, Vision started to ask Wanda questions, and they started to get in a big fight, leading into them getting in a very large argument, and where Vision now just...
Because Vision knows what Wanda's doing now and wants her to stop?
Yeah. Even though she says that she's doing it for him, he doesn't want this to happen. It's wrong.
So she's like slightly turning evil in a way?
Basically, in a sort of, yeah. But then they get a knock at the door and find out that it's Pietro / AKA Quicksilver. Well, it's not the one from Age of Ultron.
Even though they show the flashback from the Age of Ultron.
In episode 6. That was weird.
Which is awkward.
This is the Fox X-Men Quicksilver. I do not know the actor's name though, but it is not the one from the MCU. So then in episode 6, it's Halloween in the 80s or 90s.
80s, I think.
where they talk to the screen now. Like they look at the screen and talk into it, like most shows, reality shows, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And they just are talking, like Visions says that he's going to be going into the neighborhood watch, when in reality he's going to start
Instead of trick-or-treating with the family?
Yeah, he's going to start looking around, trying to get clues. Not really clues, like...
Just find out more what's going on.
Yeah, they couldn't really think about. But, like, it's weird because Pietro and Wanda are, like, weirdly, like, they're not getting along. Like, she got scared when she popped up, when usually she can tell when people are coming because of her power. Like, she doesn't know.
I think... Okay,
and he acts weird the whole episode. Like, whenever Vision, like, he makes weird faces, like, he doesn't like when Vision punched him in the shoulder, he was just, like, weird. He didn't like that. And just, he was acting weird that whole episode. Then the commercial, I absorb your power. I don't know, it was like some sort of food for a kid that a shark brung him. It was like claymation. And like he couldn't get it open. It sort of turned dark because he just kept trying to pick it, and he slowly just became a skeleton, and then he just was dead. But that sort of shows like someone's taking Wanda's power, maybe like Mephisto. We've discussed this the last episode. I do not want to hear it again.
I didn't say anything.
I seen your face.
I didn't say anything.
So, then later on, while they're trick-or-treating, Pietro, Tommy, and I think Billy start causing some mayhem in the town. Just being like...
Is there any significance for them being dressed up as...
Yeah, and they're all of them are dressed up in their comic book costumes. Vision, Wanda, Pietro, or Quicksilver, if you want to say that. Are all dressed up in their comic book costumes. So is Billy and Tommy.
You forgot to have the Funko Pops in the video.
Aw, dang it. We should have done that. But we will do that. We'll try. But later on, Vision meets up with Agnes. And like he takes her out of a trance because she's just like frozen. And she just, when he untrances her, she just becomes like just crazy, sort of, in a way. She's laughing, she's telling him he's dead. She yells like dead 4 times to him. And when she brought up that he's a Avenger, he didn't know what she was talking about. And another thing that you'll notice, that there are now kids in Westview. There were never kids before, but when Vision brought them up, there are now kids. Because Wanda changed that.
Pietro brought it up also.
Yeah.
He said, like, why are all these kids here now? So what is the meaning behind all that?
Wanda just wants Vision to just try not to think about it and she wants it just to stay nice. Stay in her.
Why didn't she have kids there in the first place?
No, I don't know. It was just her idea, I guess, not to have kids at first. But then Wanda and Pietro start getting in arguments. Like, they ask each other where their accents went. And in the last episode, when they brought in a drone to the Westview, she came into there. You can notice that her accent comes back for a little bit. Like her Sokovian.
See, I didn't catch that.
Like her...
I remember them talking about accents, and she was like, you lost yours too, or...
Yeah, like, they're talking all, like, in English.
Right.
When she goes to the outside of the hex, she just has, like, her Sokovian accent comes back. But
is there a significance to that?
I don't really know too much about that, though. But then Vision breaks free of the hex and he asks the soldiers for help.
So Vision's in the hex also? Oh no, when he broke out. Okay.
Yeah. But he was
Well, he wasn't really broken out. Like, he was struggling.
Yeah, like it was just like taking pieces of him apart.
Yeah.
And pulling him back. Darcy tried to help him, but Hayward told the soldiers to like lock her up. Not really lock her up, but just handcuff her to a car. And then Billy found out that he could hear Vision screaming for help. Not really screaming, but yelling.
Billy is
the kid, Wanda's kid who has
when he was
telekinesis and
Dad's in trouble.
Yeah. But then he tells Wanda, and then Pietro sets her off, and she just like blasts him into a stack of hay, and then she just pushes the hex farther
Very
and farther,
far out,
turning most things into like circus, like clowns, mimes, and acrobats, and a bunch of circus stuff. And then Hayward and Jimmy and Monica all escape, but most of the soldiers and Darcy got sucked in, but we didn't get to see what she turned into. But then the end of the episode comes. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the episode.
Because Darcy was hooked to the car, right?
Yeah, so she couldn't go anywhere, and no one would help her, so then she just got put into the hex.
Was there any significance to Vision finding Agnes in the car and then snapping her out of it and her acting all weird?
What do you mean significant?
Like, does that have anything to do? Was that an important part or no?
Yeah.
And then what was with all the people when Vision was walking around? Like, they were just stuck frozen, not moving.
Because because the farther they get from Wanda and like the closer they get to the outside of the hex, they just freeze. Because Wanda really doesn't have control, so they're just frozen or repeating. Because remember that I don't know if they were like a couple, but the couple were just like repeating over and over doing the same thing, and she started crying. But yeah, that shows that like the farther they are away and the closer they are to the.
But the people
outside.
are like in there, but they can't control what's going on.
Yeah, they can't control what they're doing. But Agnes was acting very weird, so that might have to.
Yeah, extremely weird.
Like she was laughing, she was yelling "dead" for a little bit. She told and I already said this, but when she brought up that he's a Vision's a Avenger, he didn't know what she was talking about.
And then wasn't there a flash where Pietro was dead too?
Yeah, when Wanda looked at him, it showed his dead body where it had bullet wounds, like blood gushing out, and his just deadless face. I mean soulless face, however you want to pronounce that.
So it's like all this gonna come together. And how many more episodes are even left?
Well, since there are 6 episodes, there's only 3 episodes left, I think.
Yeah, so there's just like a whole bunch of hidden messages and things you have to catch. You have to pay close attention and really, really kind of watch every episode twice, I say. But
Do you got any more questions about episodes 5 and 6?
I think that's it. Like, is Hayward just like annoying, or is he like a big part of the story? Because he's messing up a lot.
Like
of things.
he's basically a bad. He wants to use Vision as like a weapon. He wants to make Vision a weapon. That's why in the lab, when Wanda broke in to get him, he was all taken apart. Why would they do that? Why would they start just disconnecting his whole body? Like, they're obviously trying to like see how he works. Like he's just trying to use. If he didn't point that gun at Wanda, maybe they could have reasons with her. Even though she is sort of like becoming a little bit like a bad guy, but he put guns on the little drone thing without even telling Monica, Darcy, or Jimmy about it. But yeah, he's just like a pretty bad guy. He sucks.
Yeah, it's an interesting show, and it's I mean, do you like it? Because you're the one who's like really into this.
Yeah, I love this show.
Like I'm not like super into it, but it's interesting. It's a lot going on, and somebody kind of forces me to watch it. But yeah. So it's Wednesday. No, it's only Tuesday. So the next episode comes out Friday. We'll try to put out the episode more closer to Friday. But is there any predictions for the next, or anything else you want to say?
I am hoping that it probably won't happen, but I'm hoping, since they could have used anybody, but they chose the Fox Quicksilver. I know this is probably just a coincidence or something, but I hope this leads to X-Men being in the MCU. And I would love that.
And they would start in this show?
Maybe not in the show, but like they just start popping up in movies. He's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. They could pop up, since there's going to be multiple multiverse, because Disney now owns X-Men.
It depends who they bring, because there's a lot of unnecessary X-Men also.
Because Disney now owns X-Men and Fantastic Four, like the Fox movies. So that's why there's going to be a Fantastic Four movie coming, like maybe next year.
Another one? There's like 3 versions already.
Yeah, but this is MCU version.
Oh my goodness.
We will also be posting a Monster Hunter review.
Yes.
Because we seen that last month, but someone deleted the video that we already made. So we will be making another and be posting that somewhat maybe this week. If you have any movies you want us to see, or
any
review,
requests or any questions or anything, any suggestions, like, comment, subscribe. We'll be doing a lot more and more consistency.
Yeah.
We got a new phone and this camera seems a lot better. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
See you next time.